Chuggalos, welcome back to episode 361 of the Brew Crew podcast. For 8 years, we've been reminding you it's always a bad day to be a beer. On today's episode, we've got day 22 of the Advent calendar of the 2025 Brew Crew podcast Advent calendar in conjunction with our homies from the Barrel House. We've got a second beer to do. We've got my beer year in review to do. It's a big episode. We got to get to it. The first beer, and then we're going to go into the year in review. We're going to look at other Chuggalos responses on this beer is Biere de Coupage from Brasserie de la Senne, which I said erroneously, I thought it was going to be from France. It's actually from Belgium, doing a little bit of research. It's a 6.2% amber ale. So I'm excited. Let's check it out. And I might do this for bottles now. I like the 3, 2, 1 fly. So let's go away from the computer. 3, 2, 1 fly. Look at that. I like 3, 2, 1 fly. I'm going to steal that. Hopefully that's not gimmick infringement. It's always good to have good gimmicks, your own gimmicks, but everything has been done before, right? Ooh, it definitely smells Belgian. And I'm not going to get it on the keyboard. All right, so far so good. First, I don't get more of the amber, but doing a little bit of research on Brasserie de la Senne out of Belgium, I expected a traditional beer. We're actually going to have Gus's episode. Gus recorded before me. We're going to have Gus's episode integrated. But while I distillate on this, let's go check out our scores. The couple of scores I have from yesterday, which was that Dogfish Head Triple Decadence. As Gimmick Gus reminded us, the largest beer ABV-wise that we had in the Advent calendar, coming in at 15. But the Sun Killer is going to be right there with a 14.9. So JT was at a 3.5. Fun episode with him and Bobby. Love seeing that content. 4.75 from myself. I agree with everyone. The predominant feeling about that beer was it needs some age on it. It needs to be forgotten about. It needs to be put in a cellar. Mikey with a 4.25. Kate with an unsurprising 1. Her family, that was great having them integrated. Give it Gus with a 4.5, asking for more time. Steb with a 3.25. Hilarious episode. His wife's laughter just out of nowhere is fantastic. Chunkle Mark with a surprising 4.5. Bobby with a 2. But he did say that they went out and went to a couple of breweries and had some dynamite big stuff that day. And Chuggalo Pete with a 4.25. Awesome. So this beer, I was expecting just a boring amber. This is not. I'm wondering, I've got some amber lovers I drink in my life that I love and enjoy. Shout to Chuggalo Dave. I'm wondering if this would be too adventurous on the amber palate for him. Let's, what should we do? I'm going to save my beer and review, or my year, till the gap. And then we will do, let's go to the reviews. Let's go to the reviews from people and see. So we got 2 reviews coming up. It's going to be a little bit longer, but it's a mothership episode, so we can do it.
All right. We have day 22, Biere de Coupage.
Decoupage.
So beer from Brussels. Oh, 6.2%.
So good.
It's got a nice little stained glass window type label. Neat. It's an unfiltered amber craft beer.
All of their beers are unfiltered.
In the bottle. So pour without the sediment. It can be drunk separately. All right, let's see how that goes. All right.
Not too much sediment.
There we go.
A little bit.
Let's see. Ooh. It's like a rosy amber. It's not like straight up amber. Smells good.
The nose is very, very appealing, Chuggalos.
Oh, wow. A little bit of Klackers, a little bit of the fermenting process for this is it's got to be that like dank smell and taste kind of thing. Interesting. I don't know.
She's struggling.
Like a no. This really is. I don't know how to say it, but I feel like it's almost skunky. And that's just not my thing. So I would say I give this a 2.75.
Okay, we're going to pause it right there. Before we get into the second review, it does say on Gus's Bible that he put together for the Advent calendar that this is a blend of a 2-year Cantillon, which we had Cantillon, Lambic, and a young amber ale. So you go into this beer thinking it's an amber ale, but it's got that blend of that Lambic, that 2-year, like a young Lambic in it. So the next review, and we're going to learn so much more, I'm guessing, is going to be from Chuggalo Gimmick Gus. So we'll get to that. There we go.
22, I believe, of the Great Advent Calendar Project in collaboration with the Brew Crew podcast and the Barrel House.
I wish I could have made it there today.
Lot to do today. Got to be at the shop. Normally I'm not on a Monday, but with the holiday and everything, we got a delivery schedule change and I have to be here. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get 2 birds stoned at once and do my little review video. Today we got a special one. This is a De La Senne's Biere de Coupage. If I remember correctly, that translates to beer for keeping. Something like that. I don't know. It is a blend of De La Senne's Belgian
really like
amber ale and
growing on me.
2-year-old Cantillon Lambic. Never had this before. Very excited to see what it's all about. And this is the last little beer of the calendar. Certainly single digits, 6.2%. The other two are big monsters. So let's see what's going on here. Ooh, okay. Gonna try not to get a bunch of floaters in there. There we go.
A little
Decant
bit
off the yeast.
Float. A little bit. It's a fun gimmick. This beer's a gimmick.
Definitely some Brett action going in there. It smells vibrant, like kind of citrusy on the nose. You can definitely tell that, you know, this is a sour beverage.
I'd love to give this to like an old school amber lager drinker. Just to see. Just to be like, oh, this is an amber
that's
ale.
Nice. Yeah. I like the body on it. It's got like a kind of medium-ish body. Not a ton of sweetness going on, but there is some sweetness there. And it's got that kind of sweet tart type of sour, again, where it's not quite the Klackers, but it's almost Klacker territory. It's some really nice, almost fruity notes in there. And I don't know if that's, you know, if that can be attributed to the amber situation going on or what, but that's just fantastic. I'm going to give this one, I don't know. Again, in the 2 boxes, is it bad or is it good? It's good. It's very, very good.
It's
if
so
I'm
different.
Forced to put a number on this, I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. It's very good. I think one of its greatest strengths is that it's sour, it's tart, it's funky, but it's not funky. You know what I mean? Yeah, excellent beer. All right, see you tomorrow, Chuggalos. Love you, bye. Meow. Oh yeah, no Malort wash today. I didn't bring little teeny tiny baby bottles of Malort with me.
Do the Sour Patch
got
Kids.
A lot of work to do, so your boy's not trying to get hammered. All right, love you, bye.
Always worth it. And you learn so much because, again, this is his Picasso. This is his painting, this calendar. And he went into his episode yesterday, and hopefully he has a little bit of time to watch this retort. And I will go into my big thank you spiel in a future episode. But I don't want to restrain him from picking, like, I would never pick this beer. I look at it as an amber ale. I look at it as a Euro amber ale with the Brasserie de la Senne. So I thought it was French, but being Belgian, so it's Benelux, northern area, same area. I would never buy this beer, but I am heartily enjoying this beer. And the little bit of research that I put together before, and we're going to go to check out the website, is the fact that a new wave of craft beer, we've been working, among other things, at encouraging a taste for well-hopped beers before they became trendy. So I got a bit more from their history when I went to their Wikipedia page. So they started in 2003, and they've collabed with Weyerbacher. Weyerbacher has been OG in the craft beer area, but the procedure is they use everything traditional. Their beers are neither filtered nor pasteurized. We could get into, both filtering and pasteurizing beers, and no additives are added. The philosophy of the brewers is to brew beer that are characterful, but not, sorry, Stacey, necessarily strong. And this beer is the hallmark. So they take a frustrating rare blend like lambics. So they partner with Cotillion, and they made this beer, and you can see like the copper tin mash tuns. It's just such a unique collaboration beer wise that I would never purchase this otherwise. But now it's another beer that has to go on my radar. I'm like, man, I enjoy this, and not in the way that I'm expecting. It's just, it checks the sour note while also checking other things without relying on fruit or other adjuncts to do it. As is said, no other additional additives are put into it. So your sour is coming from a hallmark sour that, keep in mind, if you remember that Cantillon, I think that's the first time I've said it right, go me, was a benchmark beer for, it was polarizing, but a lot of people put that in the upper echelons. A lot of fives came out for that. And you're putting it in an amber ale. Who goes, man, best amber ale, like ho-hum or whatever, but it's just mishmashing them together, and this beautiful product comes out of it. Off the top rope, I gotta score it. I like how Stev broke down the JT method of scoring, like where he lauds a beer and then he's, deceivingly low on it. This beer gets, it's not my score, a 10 for a surprise. I was like, man, a 6.2, like, amber ale. Because I tried not to look at this list. Had I known that, I showed you guys a white piece of paper. Had I known it was this, I would have known the Cantillon aspect of it. And the price point on this, we need to talk about the price point for a second. I think this one's $7. $7 for this beer. And the craft, the artisanship, coming from across the $7 for this, wow. It's just fascinating to me, like, how they can make this product like this and keep it at a reasonable, with a Cantillon blend in it. Off the top rope, I'm just amazed at how well it works for what it is. Off the top rope, 4.25. And I'm probably going to look back and be like, this could be a surprise. Is it going to be a Tripping Animals coffee sour surprise? No, but man, this might be. And when we do the I want to say that for a mothership episode with JT, do a rehash and go through kind of line by line, and that's going to be the lion's share of what we do for a mothership episode. But could this be a surprise of the advent calendar in a good way? There's been some other surprises, but this definitely could be there. 4.25. Not crushable. One off, maybe two. It'd be great out of a pint can, though. All right. Beer number 2. Again, excited. 2 beers. So just take a guess right now where I'm going to go with this beer. I just packed up a lot of cellared stuff that I'm going to take on a trip. But this beer, is actually going to be an IPA. And it's funny because we've never done them before on the mothership. We've never done Dankhouse. I'm going to be doing Dankhouse Grow Site. Look at that artwork. I mean, it's a wrap, but still. Every bit of the can, besides Dankhouse, they're known for that. And they put the hops, Citra, Mosaic, Idaho 7. Oh, the Mega Moteca hops, I actually looked that up. That was just an engineered New Zealand hop, which he guessed, which Gimmick Gus guessed. And this is out of Newark, so close to Columbus. 7%. Now that I've shook it up, I'm going to put it off to the side. 3, 2, 1. All right. I swear I still heard some stuff over here. I'm going to sheath it. It's not going in a glass. That artwork is absolute amazing. If I would do a can art boner segment, do I have it on this one? I don't think I do. Oh, there we go. It's good can art. That's your can art boner segment. That's JT's gimmick, and I love that he does it. All right, and other people can talk about it too. I just won't do it. It's fun. Very, very piney on the nose. One thing I will say, while I've got him sitting here, everyone talks about the bandanas and everything. This is my 22nd unique bandana. I've got a couple more packed. I'm going to be able to do it. We'll toss those over to the side. I just wanted to show everyone. It's more for me than it is for anyone else. Okay. Let's do, while I want to do my year in beer, which I just brought up. I haven't looked at it at all. Untapped sent out. Everyone does their roll-ups, like Spotify, I think, does it. I don't have a Spotify account, but everyone does. Sorry, Stacy. This is very effervescent. Let's do my year in beer. Let's go on this journey together, and this is great to do on a solo episode because then I have all the multimedia stuff at my disposal. So, Untapped recap. Welcome. So, here we're going to do liftoff. There was a couple of things before this. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm just going to close the webcam for a little bit. Where it was like what team you could be. So it's making Untapped into a game, which I've always wanted more. I've actually deactivated my insider account. I didn't feel like I was getting the premium for. And I never scored beer in 0.1 increments just because I've been doing this for 8 years. All right. Unique drinks, 340. I should have had what I had last year. That seems about right. 340, almost a unique beer a day, which something. 22 steps. Styles tried and missed. 97 styles explored. That's 4 more than last year. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look out for the other 404. So that means there's over 500 styles of beer. Crazy. Top style, American IPA. That's not a surprise. It's also the number one most popular style on Untapped. You're a trendsetter. Well, not if it's the number one. Loading ad content. Oh, we'll just get rid of that. Discovering your bright star. Grammatica, that got turned on by the guys at our blowout episode by the guys, Gimmick Gus and Better Matt. And I had a bottle of that I saved for deer camp, and we had that. And that's only like a 4% beer. So good, but we did that on the Mothership episode where we picked our kegs down at the Barrel House. We will be doing another episode in 2026, at least one, I guarantee it. Navigating your top 5 drinks. Okay, so these are very recent, and then a barrel-aged. I wish there was other 5s that I had, but these are all, that's an advent calendar with the Slushmellow, the Cantillon, the Masthead. I'm generous with my 5s. Avoiding Black Holes, High Life, High Elements, and Criminally Bad Elf. That's hilarious. Oh, by the way, a Christmas beer in this. This is December 15th through December 15th, I believe. I believe that's how they count them. Your favorite constellation. Well, that's neat. Smooth, hoppy, sweet, dark, and coffee. Confection sessions. Drinks that I might like next. Interesting. I like that. suggest things I would like. Loading ad content. Nope. Your first check-in moment. Bucolic Brett Peach and Tart Cherry on 5 January from the church room. So I did take a little bit off before I went to that. I remember that. That was like a table beer. I think that was a table beer. Badge consolation, 2,600 badges, plus 375 new ones. That's, for achievement hunters. Sethicus looking at you. Reaching for the stars. These badges, new heights, your highest level. Okay, just taking pictures. Local badges, Cool Kids Club, King's Table. I think the Cool Kids Club comes from Barrel House, and then these are the 3 places I drink in the area. Visiting top venues, church room. 51 visits at the Barrel House. Look at that. Gimmick Gus, better Matt. King's Table. Jorg, as I'm spotting Jorg. Hoodie right now, and Egg Roll Plus. Love that. All-time biggest fan. That's excellent on all of these. Ad content, check-ins on the map. Look at that. All over the place. These are crews out west. Nothing to the northeast. Drinking most on Mondays, the podcast. Fridays is the weekend. Hell yeah. Trusted co-pilot, JT. Look at that, JT. Trusted co-pilot. Top drinking partner. Hell yeah. Ad. This year you drank enough to fill a small wheelbarrow. That's it? Oh, 12 ounces each. That sounds about right. I wouldn't want to drink that, and I joined the fleet. All right. Very cool. Always fun to look at that. I will bring out pull all the beers down and pull down, because the recency biases on those 5s. I know I had other 5s. I still think my brewer of the year is going to be Other Half. A lot of American IPAs. I know it was between Other Half and what's the other one it's on the tip of my tongue. That's always we need to start making awards and ceremonies and stuff like that. But Other Half, they're just how proliferated they are with their beers, and prolific. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. It's good beer. It is dank. For being at New England, too, it's awesome to see. Let's check out the website for Dankhouse. And I was like, we've never had Dankhouse before on the mothership, but we have had them. They were in last year's calendar. So I actually went back to my Untapped, and I've had it 4 times before, Dankhouse. And so I had another beer just hanging out with Chuggalo and Mikey digitally. But last year, Gush Your Mouth was a great name. Don't remember the beer. Gave it a 4. That was day 19 of last year's Advent calendar. Sneaky Heads, the month before. I can't remember if I was hanging out with Mikey digitally or not, but a 3.5. And then a couple of years ago, Dankhouse has been in the Advent calendar 2 different times. And that's JT, Chuggalo Mikey, and Chuggalo Stev. So that would have been I don't think that was the first Advent calendar, but day 16. Advent calendar, spectacular. Let's check out the website. You can find out more at dankhousebrewing.com. Hazy Greens Disc Golf is the big disc golf company in the area. And you're trying to find out more about them. I couldn't. But, lots of jobs available. Lots of greenery. You can take that as you will. Lots of herbaceous drinks. But then I love this menu. Please, I'm going to look into the camera straight. Please, when you do a beer menu, please do it this way. This is the simple way to do it. What we charge for each pour, like a taster, a full pint, and 6-pack to go. And then it's rating. I like it. I think Untapped, you have to pay for this because this is all Untapped ratings. That's awesome. Look at all the IPAs, though. A Doppelbock, American Light Lager, which is good. Always great sellers to have that ability to deviate from IPAs. You can sustain on that. Mad Elf. Again, New Zealand hops and pilses are very in vogue. Tongue Twisted Milk. Great names, great artwork. All 20 tap lines. Go check them out anytime you're in Newark, Ohio, which is just outside of Columbus. So, hell yeah. All right, this beer. Man, it goes down quick. It goes down smooth. 7% with the Citra, Mosaic, and Idaho 7 hops, which is a great hop blend. Citra and Mosaic is probably up there with the most popular hop combinations, hop blends that you get into beer. Does it do anything new or different? No. Is it absolutely crushable? Yes. Is it super dank? You look at their website, Dankhouse. They're trying to invoke or elicit some sort of reaction or feelings from their consumer base, and it's there. It's definitely on the nose. There's the beers from like New Holland, and I'm trying to remember, like Hemperor. The Hemperor was one of those beers where it's like, man, I am in that environment. I'm at a dispensary, or I'm smelling those types of smells. I don't know if the Hemperor is still made, but I remember when like King's Table used to carry it, and they carried it for a couple years in a row, and it was just like you smelled it, and you're like, holy cow, I can't partake in that those types of activities. I love the opportunities that people have to be able to partake in that, but man, just the smell that it evokes, because it's made with hemp. It's not made with other derivatives or substances that could cause issues for people's career. But man, is that smell alone intoxicating, and how it's just something that's forbidden or foreign to a lot of people's palates. Man, I could bloviate on it. And Dank We Trust. That seems TRUSSD. That seems like a name or an outshout to someone specifically. But yeah, so for this brewery to be around since 2017, and in 2018 they were named one of the country's top 12 new breweries. So that's awesome. They've persisted. They've stuck. They've made it through COVID. They're expanding. They're looking for, we saw on their website, they're looking for people. This would be a place I would like to visit if I'm over there, just because of how prevalent their IPAs are. Now, would I be able to do a flight? I don't know. I'm not a big flight guy, but there was enough on their menu that I could have 2 or 3 of those and then be responsible and have somebody drive me to the next place. All right, this beer. It's tough having this next to that amber ale blend, because which one is the better beer? Which one is the better craftsmanship? That amber ale blend is so unique, sophisticated, and excellent in taking two things that you would never think to put together and blending them so well. And this is a good beer, but does it do anything different? So having those 2 beers, and now I'm in that battle because I'm used to just having 1 beer a day and rating it on its own merits. But now I feel like I'm in a battle where I'm doing these good beer, not great beer, off the top rope, 4.0. It helps me justify and agree that the better beer was the Biere de Coupage from Brasserie de la Senne over this beer. This is a good beer, though. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. Just getting things up, down, around here. Hopefully my car gets done. I've been waiting on my car to get done. Just annual stuff. But I think that's going to be it for episode 361. I already got the episode title. I'm excited about it, especially since my 2 esteemed colleagues, Chuggalo Kate, Chuggalo Gimmick Gus, referenced it in their reviews. So it's not going to just be the normal. It's going to be a mothership title. But that's it. 2 days left. Sorry, Stacey. We're on the upswing. Both of those beers, JT's beer is going to probably be the home run. Let's be honest. Guy's going to hit a grand slam. But that Sun Killer, that's what we picked. I'm glad it's the last beer. Both Gimmick Gus, both Chuggalos Phil, put that as their last beer on separate lists, and I'm excited. I think if that vanilla is there and that 14.9, boy, it's going to be a good Christmas Eve. But wherever you are with you and your loved ones, please give them a hug from me and from JT. And that's it, Chuggalos. Cheers.